This is Jack Mitchell, and you're watching America Now. Breaking news from Tucson, Arizona. In a major development in an ongoing FBI investigation, authorities have released critical footage that could be the key to solving this case. We're coming to you live from outside Nancy Guthrie's residence in Tucson, where our correspondent Alicia Acuna is standing by with the latest updates.
Alicia, what can you tell us about the activity happening there right now? Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Jack.
I want to take you back to how we arrived at this crucial breakthrough. The FBI has been working tirelessly in this neighborhood, going door to door, not just once, but repeatedly. They've been reaching out to residents, sending emails, requesting access to doorbell camera footage, or as we call them, door cams. We've seen some of these images ourselves. One particularly interesting video was captured around the same time on that fateful night, and has been turned over to law enforcement. It shows a vehicle moving very quickly through the area. Now, we haven't received official confirmation that this vehicle is connected to the case, but it's just one example of the valuable information law enforcement is working with. Let me paint a picture of where we are for our America Now viewers. This area, by community design, appears quite rural, but appearances can be deceiving. We're actually very much within Tucson city limits, definitely not rural. In fact, you're just 2 turns away from major shopping centers and restaurants. However, here's what's significant. If someone were to be dropped off just down this road, they could easily walk into this neighborhood on foot. There are homes situated closer to the main road than Nancy Guthrie's residence, and those Nest cams, those doorbell cameras, could prove absolutely critical in helping investigators establish a pattern, potentially capturing footage of this person arriving here in the middle of the night. But there's one major factor working against the investigation. Tucson has some of the darkest skies in the nation for a city of its size. This is due to a unique ordinance passed back in 1972, specifically designed to protect against light pollution. Why? Because of astronomical research conducted here. Tucson is home to designated international dark sky areas. What this means for the investigation is that this neighborhood, and many like it throughout Tucson, are exceptionally dark at night, making it much harder to capture clear footage or identify individuals. Jack, let me address the dramatic developments we've seen just in the past couple of hours. Earlier today, it appeared investigators were essentially back to square one, but suddenly we received this breakthrough video footage. The turnaround has been nothing short of remarkable. Alicia, this is Jack Mitchell here at America Now. Tell us more about the timeline of this case. Just a couple of hours ago, it looked like they were back to square one, and suddenly we get this release of this video. Walk our viewers through this dramatic turnaround. You're absolutely right to point that out, Jack. As we approach today, the most substantial update we had to share with our America Now viewers were statements from the FBI emphasizing how desperately they needed the public's assistance. We learned that additional analysts were being flown in. The Pima County Sheriff's Department echoed the same urgent plea for help. Last night, Savannah Guthrie herself released a video message, making a direct appeal to the public, asking people to pay close attention to any information that might help. Honestly, being out here on the ground, there had been a feeling that things were slowing down. But then came this major breakthrough. What we've learned is that there was unseen data, digital information, that the FBI was working to recover. With the cooperation of private companies, they were able to gather this critical information. But it wasn't easy. This footage wasn't readily available even a week ago. There were serious concerns that it might have been lost or corrupted entirely. It took extensive digging, technical expertise, and determined effort to acquire these very critical images that you're seeing now. Images that could prove pivotal to this investigation. America, does it mean? Now viewers, we want to alert everyone watching right now. If you're looking at these pictures and something strikes you, if you think you might recognize this person, please don't hesitate. We have FBI tip line numbers displayed on your screen. Savannah Guthrie made this point powerfully in her message. If you have even a weird feeling about something, if something about these photos reminds you of somebody you might know, the authorities are asking you to come forward. Just moments ago, the White House wrapped up their briefing. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt spoke to reporters, revealing that she had just met with President Trump, who has been closely following these developments. The president called the situation heartbreaking. The White House is making a direct appeal. Any American who sees these images and thinks they may know something, anything at all, is being asked to please call those tip lines immediately. The White House emphasized that their thoughts and prayers are with Savannah and her entire family during this difficult time. This is Jack Mitchell with America Now, and I have to say, what a break in the case. We haven't had much up until now. It truly is extraordinary, Jack, when you consider what we were dealing with just a week ago. Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos stated on the record that while there were cameras all over the place in this neighborhood, many residents didn't have active subscriptions to their camera services. This meant investigators couldn't access any footage from those cameras. But then, seemingly pulling a rabbit out of a hat, the FBI managed to recover all of this critical footage. And let's not forget, there were also other cameras inside the home itself that may provide additional evidence. This is Jack Mitchell reporting for America Now. The investigation continues. If you have any information, please contact the FBI tip line displayed on your screen. Every piece of information, no matter how small it may seem, could be the key to solving this case and bringing justice. This is a developing story, and we here at America Now will continue to bring you updates as they become available. Reporting from Tucson, Arizona, I'm Jack Mitchell. Stay tuned to America Now for continuing coverage. You're watching America Now, your trusted source for breaking news across the nation.